Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie, Jessica.
So it's that time again. It's time for our convincing my bestie. Now it's Mandy's turn to convince me something to read.
Yes. I'm very excited. So I did a poll and the people have spoken.
Uh-huh. The question is, do the people love me or hate me?
I feel like they were way too nice to you. No, kidding. Okay.
Okay.
So I am very excited about this trope. We're doing daddy vibes.
Oh, all right. Daddy vibes it is. Okay.
Yeah. It shouldn't be too much of a hardship for you.
You know, I'm thinking not. Yeah. All right.
So I tried really hard to get a very wide variety of daddy vibes for you. So I actually have 7
Okay.
recs.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and the first one that I have is The Broker by Nikki Sloane. And the word daddy is in this book 18 times. So we're going to start off lighter on the daddy and go full force on the daddy. Okay.
Okay.
So in The Broker, we have this is the Nashville neighborhood, so you already know it's going to be wild and fun. So we have Charlotte. Charlotte appeared in The Good Girl. She was the girl that Preston took to dinner and basically ran out on. When he runs out on her, she ends up meeting Noah. Noah is there having an interesting conversation with another couple.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So Charlotte ends up, she's kind of in trouble with her dad, and she ends up getting put to work. And her dad basically gets her hired to be Noah's house cleaner as well. And so from this point, they're like really put into each other's orbits. There's some attraction going on there. But Charlotte really wants like a relationship and a loving relationship. And Noah is just looking for good times. So I don't know what else I should tell you about this without giving too much away. So this is a little on the lighter side of the daddy, but it is not on the lighter side of like escapades.
Okay.
30 pages at one point. It is
Okay.
wild. Love the
Okay.
Nashville neighborhood, which is weird because I normally don't like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready for your next one?
Hmm?
Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, it cut out there, so I didn't hear that part. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the next rec that I have for you is What Was Meant to Be by QB Tyler. And daddy is used 21 times in this book. Also, I just want to point out these are my Kindle estimates. So this is like what Kindle says when I search it. So it could be like give or take a little bit. So in this, this book starts off with Jacob getting a wedding invitation and losing his shiznits because Whitney is getting married. He's been gone for 3 years and he decides that he needs to come back for her. Okay, so Whitney and Jacob's story is then kind of told in flashbacks because Jacob is Whitney's dad's really good friend and her mom's like really good friend. So family friend, like very integrated into their family. It is dual point of view. And oh my gosh, is why are you keep looking at me like you're so annoyed?
I'm watching what you're saying. I'm just watching you. Not annoyed. I'm half asleep. Because it's late. We don't normally record this late.
Okay. There are some extremely wild and smutty scenes in this book as QB Tyler. QB Tyler usually does age gap very well.
Yeah.
And the taboo forbidden angst is definitely in this one because Whitney is getting married and he is coming back to get her.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm dying.
I've noticed. So next I have for you Daddy Goes First by K.L. Mann, and Daddy is used 32 times in this, and I just want to point out this is a novella.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So this is about Henry and Noah. So Noah is marrying the woman he got pregnant.
Okay.
And at the wedding, he is told that it is a tradition in their family that the bride and groom don't spend the first night together, that the groom spends it with his father in law. And he's like, this is really weird. Why am I going to hang out with my father in law on my wedding night? But okay, whatever. Well, let's just say the father in law gets referred to as daddy because
Ooh.
daddy goes first.
Okay.
So this is It is a age gap, wild, wild good time.
There was a kid that came in, and the look we're getting right now. Okay.
My
Okay.
next rec for you is Who's Your Daddy by Lauren Rowe. And daddy is used in this 42 times. Okay. So we
Okay.
have Marnie and Max. They hook up, they meet each other through some mutual friends at Captain's. So if you've read anything in Lauren Rowe's book world, you know Captain's. But they meet at this bar and they decide that they want to just have a very adult, no strings attached time. And Marnie is there kind of just reeling over the fact she's a single mom, but her long-term boyfriend, like she just found out he was married and she had no idea, and she's just kind of like out of sorts. So she goes home with Max. They have a very wonderful time, and they're actually talking about making this like a continuation of no strings attached hookups, but they decide to go to breakfast together. So that's kind of like blurring those lines. And while he is in the shower, she discovers the guy she had been seeing who was married is Max's dad when she sees some photos.
Ooh.
So she hightails it out of there. And Max is left wondering, like, what the heck just happened? We fast forward a little bit and they end up running into each other again. And they are forced together in many ways, which I cannot give away. So this
Okay.
is a reverse age gap. She is older.
Mhm.
Love this one.
Okay.
Your constant coughing is really ruining the vibes of the daddies.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we're going to start to get into a little more daddy heavy because my next book, Protecting His Brat by Saoirse Black, daddy is used 140 times in this.
Holy crap.
So we have Aberdeen. Aberdeen is 22 and her mom still controls everything in her life. And she believes that there's this threat to her and that her mom is trying to protect her. So she has a bodyguard, but her mom like literally tells her what she can do, what she can read, like everything, even though she's 22. So her bodyguard is retiring and a new one is hired for her, and that is Blue. Blue and her kind of have a little bit of an attraction together, but he is like his number one priority is keeping her safe. But those lines really start to blur when him and Aberdeen start to have some moments together.
Moments.
And then we end up with some romantic suspense. And again, 140 references to daddy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you think that is nuts, my next book references daddy 298 times.
Wow.
And that is Big Daddy by Daisy Jane. So in here we have Winnie. Winnie is best friends with Quincy's daughter, but they are like college best friends. So she has not met him. And she knows of him because her best friend Brielle and her dad the dad don't have a great relationship. He is raised her on his own, and very much like he works very hard. He's an attorney, and he's very much like, I pay for this, da da da, kind of strict guy. And so their relationship isn't that great. So Winnie, has nicknamed him Big Daddy, like kind of being funny. Well, Winnie's life is kind of falling apart. She's having a meltdown at Brielle's house while Brielle is gone. And he shows up at the apartment and is a little taken back by how impacted he is by seeing Winnie there, sitting there crying. And he decides he needs to do something about it. And eventually this ends up leading to Winnie getting a job and working for him, to which she continues to call him Big Daddy, to which he says, you cannot call me that at work. So she then starts calling him Large Father. Loved it. She then is in this really tough situation because he is trying to repair his relationship with his daughter. She is best friends with his daughter, and his daughter is like the one person that's really been there for her. And so for both of them to act on this intense attraction and desire and connection they have with one another would be very betraying to this one person that they both love dearly. And she ends up moving into his house. Loved it a lot.
All right.
Okay, so that should be 6.
Yep.
So we're on to number 7. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Because the number 7, Daddy is used 301 times.
Wow.
And part of that is because it's in the title. So this is Wolf, and the title is Daddies of the Shadow, and it's book 4. And this is Wolf by Kate Oliver, trying to bend it so the glare's not there. So Lucy is homeless, and she has been beaten and robbed of like all of her things. It is a winter, like snowy day when Wolf happens to find her hiding. And he basically demands that she comes out from there, convinces her that he is not going to hurt her, and takes her home with him because he can't just leave her like out in the, like, she has nothing. She's not prepared to be out in the snow, nothing. So he takes her home. And this does have age play in it. So there is like some littles there.
Yeah.
So Lucy ends up being a little, and then his brothers have littles as well. And so that's why we have such a usage of Daddy in this. And this is all centered a little bit around Christmas. So there's some Christmas themes, but there is a reason that Lucy is homeless, and that Pat is going to come back. And we get some like very suspenseful moments with this. So those are your 7 Daddy vibe books, all from like Daddy being somebody being called Daddy like 18 times to there being 301 references to Daddy. Daddy vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with What Was Meant to Be by QB Tyler. I have it. I have the physical copy.
You're going on the Daddy light?
I'm going on it just because I already have it, and it's a good excuse to get it off my Kindle. So I'm gonna do it.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. So I mean, there's other ones I want to read on here, but that one I physically have, and it's already on my Kindle. So we're gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to tell us what you think of the book, but also report back on the Daddy vibes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll be back.
Okay, happy reading. All right, Jessica, how do you like What Was Meant to Be by QB Tyler?
I liked it. I liked it quite a bit, actually. I'm probably gonna give it a 4. It wasn't perfect, but the daddy was daddying, and it worked for me. I'm sorry, it worked for me. Mm-hmm. So I liked it.
I really like this one too. I rated it a 4, but I didn't care for
I'm waiting here.
I didn't like the whole pegging thing.
Oh, I did.
It didn't. It bothered me in this one, but you know what? It was probably the first time I've actually read it, and since then I've read some Daisy Jane where it happens, and
Oh,
then
and
so
Grace
maybe I
McGinty.
needed to be desensitized to it first.
Maybe because Grace McGinty has it in the one that you've read, the Paper Heart. I think it happens like in the
Yes.
epilogue, but I don't mind it as long as it's done right. And it didn't bother me. I might have looked at my husband and went, got something
Stop.
new for us to
You've
try.
crossed a line.
Anyhow, I really enjoyed it quite a bit. I listened to the audio for it because there is audio for it, and the audio was great. So I actually listened to it earlier today, so I was able to get it in while I was sitting on my mother-in-law's couch watching them do things around the house. I was listening to that stuff. So yeah. With a straight face, I'll have you know.
That's not seen as antisocial.
They were working out, like actually working out in the yard, and I'm wasn't going to do that because that's not what I came here to do. I was actually working, and no. So I don't mind being antisocial. It was boring. So anyhow, is what it is.
You sat on the couch while your 80-year-old mother.
She wasn't doing yard work. She was ordering my husband and sister-in-law around. Come on. She wasn't doing anything, and she's not 80 till tomorrow. Whatever. I emptied her dishwasher while I was listening to that. It's not my mom. Anyhow.
Like you'd help your mom with yard work either.
I'm allergic to the sun. No.
Yeah, that only
I
gets
do
you
my
so far.
own. I will do my own yard work. Yeah.
You have a small yard.
The front yard, yes. The backyard is big. Not compared to yours, though.
Yeah, you want to come do some yard work?
No. No, that's when the sun really doesn't like me.
I have 13 acres of yard work. It is gray and overcast, so come on over.
It was overcast today, but I question whether that was from the fires because it's very smoky here, and we've had to have a go bag packed and be prepared to go at a moment's notice ever since we got here. So it's been an experience because the fires are literally like right there. So it's been fun. I thought I had to worry about hurricanes. No, I got to worry about fires too.
Alrighty.
Anyhow, we digress.
That is our daddy video that you guys voted for. So which daddy book did you guys pick to read? Tell us in the comments. And did you go daddy light or daddy heavy?
Or daddy medium?
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't have my notes in front of me because we filmed this a while ago. So you could have time to read. So I don't remember. I think the QB Tyler one was a little more on the lighter side with the daddy.
I think you're right. Yeah, I didn't bring those notes with me, so I don't know.
That's okay.
But yeah. So, all right.
Okay. Well, make sure you check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us. And also hit that notification button so you don't miss anything extra like those videos on Wednesday. And this month we do have book club coming, and we have our buddy read with Amber and Jen on our channel. So you can see all about that in our socials, either on social media or on the posts. I guess it's just listed a post on our site. It says community tab. So I was telling people, look under the community tab. And then somebody's like, it's under posts. So our side looks different. I guess I need to explore YouTube on what the other side looks like.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
So we hope to see you at those things.
Definitely. And this video comes out on Thursday. So I just want to also let you guys know that something's going on with YouTube. If we haven't been able to respond to your comments, it's not because it's just not letting us, and we're thinking it's a glitch on YouTube. So hopefully that'll be fixed by now, but just in case it's not, go ahead and leave those comments. We will respond as soon as YouTube allows it.
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks for the, stress, YouTube. Anyhow, so thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Toodles.
Toodles.